hoagie.
Oh.
I kick ass for the Lord!
We're the Jezebels. That's
Here I come.
I want you to get up right now, go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Hey guys.
Good morning.
Hi. Oh, I got like pills and shit showing up on the fucking stream. I'm a mess and a half. I love drugs. Hey guys. I'm Michael Keene.
I'm William Patrick Coleman.
This is KEENEAM. And this is a sad week.
Well, okay, I just want to start this off by saying I almost didn't make it today. I have been deathly ill for the last week. Like, yeah.
Why? And this is the first I'm hearing about this.
Yeah, but so I was going to text you yesterday morning if something didn't change.
Yeah.
And so overnight, like, I was starting to feel a lot better. I was taking stuff a couple nights before that. So my news department is very minimal, but my letterbox department is like
massive.
Yeah.
That's great because I barely had any
But I'm
time.
wondering, did I miss much other than the obvious we will get into?
We've got a bunch of trailers. We've got a few announcements.
I was wondering, I was almost going to ask if I could try it remote.
Yeah,
show.
And make me add even more to my fucking setup. Yeah, that'd be great. Please and thank you. Let me get the letterbox pages up so that I have those ready to go.
But yeah, there was moments where I couldn't in the last week. I don't know what was going
on. So we're I guess we gotta rip the Band-Aid off, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's talk about the obvious.
Yeah. So Hayden Panettiere sadly passed away at the age of 36 in Greenville, North Carolina, or South Carolina, sorry. It's awful. I was going
to ask, is there anything new?
There's been no real updates. There was, there was some basic stuff. Let's see. I just realized I didn't check to make sure our audio was good. I don't think our audio was good. Okay, let's bring it back a minute. Let me double check our audio situation real quick.
Rookie move.
I know.
What is this, amateur hour?
I suck. I don't know what to tell you, man. It sounds fine.
Somebody's telling you that? Sounds fine now.
But let's see here.
How much we got to go back on?
Sounds fine now.
Oh, what a trip, huh?
Week.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
We're fine. Okay.
That was fun. You know what that was like? It was like that scene in Spaceballs.
It was like that scene in Spaceballs, yeah.
Where they're watching themselves in a 2-second delay.
Yeah,
all right, back to the news here, though.
All right. Sorry. All right. So, in reality, I just didn't want to talk about sad things. That's I didn't actually make a mistake. Come on. So yeah, she was with her boyfriend,
on again,
off again boyfriend. We know that, and his brother, I believe.
Okay.
And she was suffering cardiac arrest. That is everything we know as of right this second. Obviously, this could change any moment. We are at this point renowned across the land for missing out on news items as they arrive on Wednesday. But the main takeaway is we lost a huge talent. Obviously, Heroes fans will know her from that show. She's been acting since she was a little girl.
So some of her most notable roles, starting with when she was a little girl, is probably the only. I don't want to say. I don't want to say the only actor. I'm sure he's acted with many great actors, of course, but maybe the youngest actor to steal a movie from Denzel Washington. Remember the Titans?
I've never seen Remember the Titans.
She is great. All the side characters are really good. Denzel's great. He's really good, but she's the Jonathan Lipnicki of Jerry Maguire role.
Ah, okay.
So she comes in and is meant to steal the movie, but she has scenes with him specifically that make her stand out because she can go toe to toe with him at a young age. But then you got Heroes, and Heroes, her character spawned this catchphrase to save the cheerleader, save the world. Great show, I thought. I mean, it has its following, but she's a main part of the show. I was not familiar that she was in Nashville. I didn't know about all that.
Yeah, I've never seen Nashville.
But of course, the main one for me is Scream. She's of Scream fame, and I'm big Scream fan, even the bad ones. But her character Kirby Reed might have been in Scream fans' universe the top 10 best characters of the Scream franchise. She was so loved that they kind of brought her back from the dead, because Scream 4 had left you under the impression that she had died. So fans brought her back. Also, will now be one of the only characters, that's not true, is like the Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega thing, one of the characters that will now not have any closure.
Yeah, that's obviously that's like the least important thing.
Yeah, but I know that everybody's talking about her, and I'm saying she's very wonderful, talented person. I think.
By all accounts, great human being.
But I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about her career. And
yeah, if we're talking like as like what the two of us know her best for is Scream, specifically Scream 4 and Scream 6, and it's really sad that we won't see more Kirby. Partial, I mean, for the real world reasons, but also because that was a character that seemed like was ready to get back in the fold.
They had some interesting ideas with what they were hinting at maybe trying to do with her. This was before Scream 7 kind of reshifted, and she was going to have her own show where she chased Ghostface killers. This was like a talk for a couple of months, but it was like an actual talk, and I thought it was an interesting idea. I'm not surprised it didn't come to fruition, but I would have expected that you would have seen her again somewhere in the series.
Yeah, especially because she didn't have like the baggage of Melissa Barrera.
Yeah, and fans wanted her to come back so bad that they basically defied whatever our expectations of her ended up being in 4. But rest in peace. Very talented, wonderful person, I thought.
Yeah, we'll probably talk more about this. I'm sure more details will come to light. We're not really a
speculation.
Yeah, we're not a speculation show. So we have 2 more deaths.
Oh yeah.
Do you want the more recent but less well known, or the one that broke my heart?
Ooh, which one's the further one? The one that broke your heart?
The broke my heart one.
Hey, well, what's going on there?
Okay. So Screaming Mad George, one of the greatest makeup effects artists of all time, perpetually
Society.
Yeah, perpetually made up looking like a punk rocker till seemingly the very end. Died back in February, actually, but the family did not announce his death until just a few days ago. And February 10th specifically was when he died at the age of 69, which for my money is too young for one of the masters of horror. But did a bunch of notable films, probably I would say the 2 biggest ones as far as like special effects makeup goes would probably Big Trouble in Little China and Society. But I mean, you can see. I mean, Freaked is a great one. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. I mean, you can go on and on. But for me, I think Society is my king film in that oeuvre.
Yeah.
But yeah, Screaming Mad George. I'm not very good at these talking about
fine.
people dying.
You're doing fine, but if I go first, you won't speak at my eulogy. Don't worry. I won't give you that pressure.
Thank you.
Actually, maybe I will, just as a final joke. They won't even tell you ahead of time.
So yeah, Screaming Mad George, Dead at 69, is the topic of the thumbnail. The thumbnail for this particular live stream is Thunder's death from Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble in Little China, yeah.
Which is just great. And I was looking at that picture very closely because I was making the thumbnail, and like you look at the detail in the face, like the sort of cracks in the face, the wrinkles
under the eyes, and
and like the eyes bulging out, the ears on the side of the head, like kind of sinking in a little bit. Like there's so much detail with Screaming Mad George's work, and it's a shame. I mean, I'm glad, 69's not the worst, but
that's a great career.
Yeah,
it's a great career.
Yeah, was working since he was a pretty young lad, and just made banger after banger. I wonder, is there anything, I didn't take a look at this beforehand, but let's see here. Is there anything that I am not thinking of? We'll go with the IMDb page. Let's see if there's any like shocking ones that I just wouldn't have thought of. Let's see. God, nothing since 2000. I mean, this is the end technically, but effectively nothing since 2003. I assume I don't remember much about the making of Beyond Reanimator, but I assume he had a lot to do with the penis fight. Have you ever seen Beyond Reanimator?
I've seen all the Reanimators. Yeah.
Okay, you remember the penis fight.
I don't remember the sequels as well as, I love the original.
Faust is a really good one. That's a great little low budget sort of superhero flick. Let's see. I've never seen The Dentist 2. I've only seen the first Dentist, I think. I don't think I've seen The Dentist 2. Let's see. Guyver, of course. Necronomicon Book of the Dead is another one. It's a really fun anthology film. And he did The Alien Librarian in that. Let's see. Oh yeah, Don't Panic. I didn't realize he worked on Don't Panic. So there's a few little surprises in there, here and there. But
that's interesting that we didn't know about it for 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah, the family wanted to grieve.
That's kind of cool.
Filmmaker 610 has yet to see Society. That's wild.
I just saw it this year for my first time. Yeah, and that documentary about the dude, whoever wrote it.
Documentary? Wait,
there's a documentary about the guy who wrote it. I think.
Who wrote Society? That was
The Dark Side of Society. It's called
The Dark Side of Society.
Yeah, my friend had a hand in making that. That's why I had to watch it.
Well, now I really want to watch. Was there a letterboxd for this? I wonder.
I wrote a letterbox for it, so yeah.
The Dark Side of Society.
Yeah. How do you not know about this?
I don't know how I missed this.
Yeah,
this is available on Tubi. Apparently.
I know somebody who's worked with this guy. So that's why I watched Society, and that's why I watched the documentary.
2.5 stars.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the worst documentaries I've ever seen.
Yeah. But it's for Society fans, so you might really dig it.
I don't know. This looks really rough.
It gets you might dig it. I don't know. It doesn't go into the movie. That's the thing. It goes into this guy's life.
Huh.
But anyways, Society is society is something else, I guess.
I will maybe check this out and see how fucking awful it is, because that is rough shit.
Right up your alley.
Anyway, the other death of note is John Irvin, the director of Raw Deal and Next of Kin.
You haven't seen either one of those.
Not like you did Ghost Story.
A Ghost Story?
Just Ghost Story. Not the
Casey Affleck.
Not the Casey Affleck one. That was the guy that did the Pete's Dragon remake. I don't know why I can't think of his name. No, this was the
I didn't
Patrick.
know there's two ghosts.
This was the Fred Astaire Ghost Story. It's let's see here. I don't. I've seen one of this man's. Well, actually, you know what? I didn't check his. I did this thing where I didn't check the career page before I talked about it, but he might have. Actually, let's do this the letterboxed way, so it's not ugly. I hate how IMDb looks. Director of 41 films, and I've seen one.
You've got to be able to switch. What are you talking about? IMDb to? Is it because of the brightness?
I just don't like how it looks.
Switch it to darkness. Can you do that?
So I've only seen Raw Deal. But he made some interesting films. Dogs of War is the one that
I've seen that Patrick Bergin Robin Hood.
Oh, okay.
When trumpets fade, Timothy Oliphant's in that.
Of course, it's a Timothy Oliphant movie.
Well, I don't know. I've never heard of this movie. Who stars in it? Timothy Oliphant. Oh, that's why you fucking watched it.
Dogs of War is the one that I really has been in my queue for a long time. He also apparently did the old version of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Oh,
that's really interesting. The OG. But yeah, John Irvin died August 11th and left behind a chunky filmography. Not the most advanced works, but a chunky filmography nonetheless. I want to know what this Noah's Ark is like. John Voight and Mary
Steenburgen.
And F. Murray Abraham in Carol Kane. Looks like a wide variety of reviews.
Oh, wow. From 1 star to 4. Look at that.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. So let's get rid of all enough sad bullshit. Oh, wait. I forgot. There is one. This isn't sad as much.
Okay. Yeah.
This is like.
This is really the only thing I could bring to the table because I was in one of the first things I ever did an extra work for was a movie called Big Shot, Confessions of a Teenage Bookie, and it starred David Krumholtz. And at the time, he had done 10 Things I Hate About You, and I knew him from Addams Family Values. He was the Jewish kid actor, really, I think. And but his career has gotten really interesting, I think. From that moment, nobody had ever heard of that TV movie, and you can't even see me in it, but I got to meet him for a second. But after that, his career I thought got really interesting, and he started showing up in pretty cool stuff like Oppenheimer.
Who was he in Oppenheimer? Because I don't remember him in it.
He's the big guy. He's the only like big guy in the movie. I don't know. I don't mean to be mean about his weight, but it was interesting because his weight had just come out of nowhere for Oppenheimer. Like he wasn't a big actor, but you know who he is. You just don't remember him in Oppenheimer.
I know like of little things that he's like. I know little roles, but it's not a guy that I followed.
Yeah, well, let's look at some of the stuff he's in. He's probably he's one of those guys that like he's in stuff that you've seen and don't realize it's him.
All right, let's bring up the filmography.
The last thing he was just in was Supergirl, which I've seen Superbad. He's in This Is the End. He's one of Apatow's guys.
Huh.
He's in Addams Family Value. Hail Caesar, Santa Claus. He's the elf in Santa Claus, the main elf.
Oh, okay.
Walk Hard. He's the agent at the I think, yeah. Rehab. He tells him to go to rehab. Harold and Kumar. He's the other roommate down the hall with.
So he's really like he's a minor role
but
guy.
like he's a minor role
he's
in
a notable supporting actor.
He's a minor role in big stuff though, like Ray.
Yeah.
Go down. I'm sure there's more. Serenity, he makes an appearance in. Yeah, like the list goes on and on.
Oh, he's in all the Harold and Kumars.
He's in all the Harold and Kumars.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to his career, but wow.
But I don't understand the story fully, but he's stepping down.
Wait,
in order.
Man, there's a lot of.
You are missing out on Mr. Popper's Penguins. I really want to see the Ice Storm. I've never seen that. I got to put that on my watch list.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
So he is stepping down from acting, but I don't know why. And I was kind of hoping to figure that answer out on this show.
Oh, he was in The Deuce. Okay. I remember him in The Deuce. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's a pity that he's stepping back. That's a fucking shame and a half.
But what does the article say why he's stepping back? I didn't get the answers to.
Oh, you didn't get the answer? Oh my God, you came in with no answer. Okay.
I know. I came in with problems.
So he says, I kind of sort of put my acting career on hold the other day. It's been something I've been petrified to do for years. Specifically, the fear was that I'd go broke and not be able to handle being out of the game. A huge wave of relief washed over me. Not sure what I'm going to do for money instead or how I'm going to do it, but I just removed a humongous burden, one that I truly didn't fathom the weight of until it was gone. Frustrated, fed up, fried. Said he sent the definitive email putting his career on hold, on ice for the foreseeable future, and as you might imagine, is concerned about what he's going to do for money. So yeah, he it sounds like he probably sent an email to his agent or something to just ditch the whole acting thing. But I imagine this has to do with the fact that being a working actor who's not like a proper name, like someone who again is like a consistent supporting actor.
Well, I thought he said something earlier. Is there something blocking the? I thought he said something earlier about he really likes. There's a difference between acting professionally and acting for the art.
Let's see here. I don't.
Cat.
Wait, did he voice that thing in the rap in?
Yeah, because Sausage Party is pretty much
amazing.
So Sausage Party is pretty much the whole "This is the end" cast.
Let's see. As a career artist, you kind of have to tell yourself that you haven't even scratched the surface of what you're capable of. This thinking motivated by the very perilous instinct that in reality you've already more than spread yourself thin. There is no in-between mindset available to you no matter how hard you search. Creative depression is a unique emptiness. It's a backup gas tank for the moment you break down in the middle of a barren desert in which you've gone off-road. I'll go farther off-road next time is what you have to tell yourself. No safety net, no direct paved path back home, no womb to crawl back into. You're naked and you're raw and you're beautifully misshapen. You have to wait for that urge, the second gusty wind of creative encouragement that can come from within you or without you. Got to trust it's there, especially when there's more than nothing apparent. It's fucking horrifying, but you got to see that as a damn good thing. It seems like, I don't know, it just seems like he's tired of the game, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gathering, is that it's just been a rough ride. And again, I can understand that, because being a working actor, that is a lot of, work.
Yeah.
And often for a lot of nothing.
Yeah. He's specifying the difference between doing the love of the game for professionally and doing it for the love of the game.
Has it really been 10 years since Sausage Party came out? Hold on,
bro. I don't even remember that movie. We were supposed to have a sequel. Don't we have a sequel for that?
We do have a sequel for Sausage Party.
I've never seen.
It was like a mini series. Holy shit, that is.
I don't really remember that movie.
Is it? That was 2016. Oh my God. We all age and die. Good Lord. Okay. All right. So David Krumholtz probably retired from acting. We'll see if he changes his mind.
I'm sure he'll change his mind, but that's a big talent that we're not. And he's right. They're never going to give him a leading role or so. And he's going to, poor guy. He played, He was just in Supergirl. He played, I think, her father.
Huh.
In Supergirl.
So, a little Blu-ray news.
Okay.
There's a bunch of...
there's some stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff for November. So, first, I mean, how do I want to do this? I guess we could just go through a few of them. K-Pop Demon Hunters is getting the 4K.
Oh, that's an interesting cover. That's actually really cool.
Still haven't seen it.
So my son, as all kids actually are, really... Actually, no. It was a phase that's already done. But it was a very interesting phenomenon.
Oh my God, look at this thing.
Yeah, it was an interesting phenomenon. If I bought that, he would be annoyed.
He'd be annoyed?
Yeah, because he's embarrassed by it now.
Huh.
It was crazy how fast the phase went. And I think there are some people that, because they're inevitably making a sequel, but these things for animated features take years. So by the time a sequel comes out, I don't know where people will be on this.
I really...
you would love it.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
It's one of the... I have this I think I mentioned this before. I have this problem where I get so little time to watch movies that when I do, I'm like, I got to watch the hard R shit. I got to get crazy. I got to watch the stuff that the kid can't watch.
Bro, I have trained myself to sprinkle it all in evenly and how to watch them like at maybe 25 minutes of time. And then take like a 5-10 minute break and get back to it.
So we've got 2 video essays by the guys who did Every Frame of Painting, which is crazy. Like, what a amazing... Like, I'm sure they've done other Blu-ray special features, but I think that's just really cool that they are doing video essays for Criterion. That's pretty dope. A new making of documentary, and the thing that has me most intrigued, a full feature-length animatic with an introduction by the filmmakers. That's really cool. I love a proper something from the production that details the production, and a full animatic for an animated film. Fantastic. Probably wouldn't watch the whole thing, but still really cool to just like bip bop through. So that's really neat. The K-Pop Demon Hunters is, it's yet another, because that was a Netflix movie, right?
Yeah, but I think it got
a theatrical. I know that.
But I think it got nominations.
Yeah.
I think it. I want to say
did it win Best Song?
I want to say it won something. Yeah.
And then Harold and Maude is getting an upgrade to glorious 4K. I love Harold and Maude, one of the great films. Love this cover. You'd think it would be a spoiler, but it's not. They won animated film and song at the Oscars. Not Harold and Maude, K-Pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, glorious upgrade. I doubt there's anything new here, except for maybe the essay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here, especially since like the audio commentaries by it's by a Hal Ashby biographer and one of the producers. That seems like something that was from the old release. But 4K digital restoration of Harold and Maude is cool. Nothing much to say there. Blue Heron, which was on my... I have a fucking list of movies that I was going to watch this week, and the plan was to watch them all before this show.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to one of them. I got one of them done.
But was Blue Heron one of those movies?
Nope. Or it was one of the... It was on the list.
Movies on the list.
It was on the list of movies, yeah. And I just never got around to it.
And ironically, we're talking about it on Blu-ray? Or did you know it was going to come out on Blu-ray and be getting prepared to watch it?
No, I was going to watch it because of the release on the Criterion channel, which did... I mean, part of me was like, well, this is definitely getting a Blu-ray release. But yeah, I've heard nothing but almost nothing but great things from various critics. I have seen one or two negative responses to Blue Heron, but those are the minority by a very big stretch. But this is a normal Blu-ray, not a 4K. You can watch this right now on the Criterion channel. the special features are next to non-existent. We've got an original interview and a short film, and that's really it. But still cool. Good for Sophie Rambari to have a film in the Criterion Collection. Keep getting it, yo, is what I say, being super chill and cool. Marie Antoinette is getting a proper release.
I don't know why I haven't seen this movie.
You haven't seen Marie Antoinette?
No, and I'm such a big fan of Virgin Suicides. I really like Virgin Suicides, and Lost in Translation is pretty cool too, I guess.
Yeah, this is somewhat off topic, but I just started reading Best Movie Year Ever.
99.
Yeah, it's about the year 1999. And of course they've brought up the Virgin Suicides a couple times.
Okay, it's interesting. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but just real fast.
Okay, let's switch back to let's get to the tangent mode. Okay,
just real fast about Virgin Suicides. For those who have seen it, I saw that in theaters in July 2000. That's important. Like, I remember it distinctly.
Huh.
But I don't necessarily think it got a proper wide release in 99. So I think
it was probably a limited release in 99.
So I don't think we got it here until 2000. So it was always a 2000 movie to me.
Yeah.
So it was a trip to see it because I had to do my 99 list. And my 99 list on Letterboxd is like 22 movies. That year.
That doesn't seem like enough.
That year. Well, I just put Straight Story on there, which we'll get to.
We'll
right?
get to, yeah.
Yeah. But that's not even my favorite year in movies. That's my second favorite year in movies. That's everybody's favorite year in movies. But that is a very good year in movies.
Okay. Oh, wow. It didn't even get its limited release until 2000. It had its world premiere at Cannes in May of 99.
So I always felt weird calling it a 99 movie, but that just goes in. That was the same thing. Magnolia came out like the week it turned 99 to 2000. So I didn't know what year to call it because I would see it way later in 2000.
I think Magnolia counts as 99.
Yeah, but I counted it as 99. It's like my favorite movie of 99. But that year is, I'd like to see that book.
It's really good. It's on my Kindle, so I don't have the physical copy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do a whole thing on that year.
Yeah, I just started reading. I've only gotten through the introduction, but it's real good.
I had my first job ever that I worked at a movie theater that year.
Wow.
You know how fun that was for me? That was so fucking the summer of 99.
Did you just have like a normal like usher and concessions job?
Well, yeah. They mixed us. I couldn't get to project. I was a teenager.
Yeah.
But like it was a dream. Because of that year. I mean, that was the year that that summer, American Pie, South Park, Big and Long Uncut, Blair Witch Project, Sixth Sense. I mean, shitty movies like Wild Wild West, which is still kind of fun. Star Wars Episode 1, Austin Powers 2, The Mummy.
Yeah, I had a pretty... when I worked at a movie theater, it was like 2007, 2008.
Oh, man, 2008.
Pretty solid.
2008's like my third or fourth favorite year.
2008's a great year, yeah.
Yeah, it was a great summer.
Yeah. But anyway, so Marie Antoinette getting a 4K. Great film. Has some of my favorite, anachronistic moments in a film, very intentional anachronistic moments. I won't spoil the film for you, Buckaroo, but Kirsten Dunst is great, and Sofia Coppola really shows off how much of a skilled director she is. We've got a few new things. We've got a new interview with Sofia Coppola. We've got select scene commentary featuring actor Kirsten Dunst, new program featuring interviews with Lance Accord, the director of photography, production designer KK Barrett, and costume designer Melina Canonero. And then beyond that, we've got a parody short film featuring Jason Schwartzman, deleted scenes, music video, and a trailer. So not like insane special features, but a reasonable set of special features. That always bugs me when it's a select scene commentary and not a full length commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just sit down and do the whole film. But really strong film. And I feel like a lot of people are like this with like Filmmaker 610. I didn't like Marie Antoinette at first, but it's grown on me since. I feel like a lot of people really didn't care for this movie when it came out.
I know it had wasn't this in the shadow of Lost in Translation? Lost in Translation was huge for her, and like there's nothing that could live up to that.
You know what's wild? I've never seen Lost in Translation.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of my big like.
But you've seen Virgin Suicides.
Yeah, I've seen Virgin Suicides.
So, okay. So, Lost in Translation is like, if you want to call it her most marketable film, like, because Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's one of those tough ones because it's one of those movies where I know it's going to be great, but I also already know the ending.
Yeah, for my money, Virgin Suicides is a better experience, especially since it's her first movie, I think.
Yeah, that was God, what a debut.
I love that movie. I love that movie a lot. Hi,
my dad is Francis Ford Coppola, one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. Here's my fucking masterclass film for you to watch. Fucking Sofia Coppola. Speaking of great film masters, Francois Truffaut's Shoot the Piano Player is getting, I believe, a 4K release because it was already released by Criterion. Yeah, so it's a 4K. Extras ported over from before. This is an old spine. This is spine number 315. This is an old Criterion selection. I remember seeing this in the library and like right next to a few other Criterions on DVD back in the day. But Shoot the Piano Player, one of those French New Wave films, is on 4K. I'm not sure. I've only watched like a quarter of Shoot the Piano Player. I don't know if it really screams 4K upgrade to me, but I guess if you don't own the movie already, pretty solid to just grab the 4K. But if you already have the Blu-ray, I don't see why you would need to upgrade. Let's see here. Wild at Heart. David Lynch's Wild at Heart. This is probably the biggest release.
I was just talking about this movie with somebody yesterday. Shout out to Steve. He's a big David Lynch fan. And we were both talking about how this is our least favorite David Lynch movie.
Really?
Which I believe you're the opposite. It's like one of your favorite David Lynch
movies. Love Wild at Heart. I don't even know. Like, I mean, Dune is my least favorite David Lynch movie.
Well, Dune is David Lynch's least favorite David Lynch movie. Is that fair?
Yeah, I guess. Let's see. I would probably put, as much as I love it, I'd probably put Fire Walk with Me below Wild at Heart.
So, and then that's the other thing is, my relationship with Twin Peaks, but I was like, when we were looking at our list, I was like, I just don't think even if I liked Fire Walk with Me, I would like it more than Blue Velvet, Eraserhead, or Straight Story for that matter. But Wild at Heart is definitely, out of all the things I've seen, that's at the bottom.
It's probably
good cast.
Yeah, it's great cast. I don't know. I would have to rewatch. Oh no, I need to rewatch David Lynch's filmography. I'd have to rewatch to really do a ranking because like most of his movies are really like kind of a tight race for me. Where I really couldn't say like, oh, is Blue Velvet better than Straight Story, better than Mulholland Drive, better than Inland Empire, Eraserhead. It's impossible to rank them for me because it's such a spectacular filmography. I don't know if there's anything new here. Let's see. We've got a new introduction by film programmer and critic Dennis Lim. And then I think that's everything. Some of it might be new. Like I think the readings from Room to Dream might be new to this release. But nothing, everything's basically archival, it looks like, except for that introduction. But the main, I mean, it's still a 4K of Wild at Heart. The only negative I can think of with this release is the chances of us getting a David Lynch box set in the near future are really high. And so this might be a bit of a money grab for Criterion. Before they put out the full set.
Nah, a set would be cool.
Yeah, Jennifer Lynch, is it Jennifer, right?
Yeah.
She remarked, I believe on Instagram, I could be mistaken there, but I believe on Instagram, she made a comment suggesting that Criterion was preparing a David Lynch box set. She didn't like straight up say that was the case, but it was heavily implied.
It would make sense too, the timing.
Yeah.
He had a huge celebration of life after his passing. Like people were rediscovering his work.
Filmmaker 16. I feel like I think I love everything David Lynch put out except for Dune. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think
you're not.
No, I'm not. Anyway, Wild at Heart coming to 4K. That's exciting. I'm gonna hold off because again, I feel like a box set is imminent. But that is really cool. Sergei, I don't know how to say his fucking name. Parajanov, Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, also getting a 4K treatment. He did. My brain is blanking on his past work, but anyway, we've got new audio commentary by historian Joshua First. We got a new introduction by the Film Foundation's World Cinema Project founder Martin Scorsese. You might have heard of him. New interview with actor Larissa Katachinkova.
Say it right.
Color of Pomegranates. Thank you, Filmmaker 610, and just always it's like my secretary. He did Color of Pomegranates, which is also available on the Criterion channel. This one is not, but if you want to see Color of Pomegranates, that's readily available. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long. So that new audio commentary, new introduction, new interview with an actor from the film. We've got a featured documentary from 2025, so basically a new documentary, and an experimental short film about director Sergei Parajanov's son. I'm curious to see what that's about. And then there's a new English subtitle translation as well, plus an essay by film critic Carmen Gray. So pretty, I would say the most like stacked set of special features from this grouping so far. I haven't seen Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, so I can't say how good it is, but the dude did Color of Pomegranates, so he's a big deal. And then finally, The Right Stuff,
which I've never seen.
Yeah, I've never seen The Right Stuff either. I've seen a lot of clips from it, but the whole like 4-hour runtime kind of, I don't know, doesn't work for me. Let's see here. New programs on the film's visual effects, sound design, and editing. And that's basically it as far as the new special features. We've got some archival interview excerpts. We've got archival program Realizing the Right Stuff, T20 Years and Counting, and The Real Men with the Right Stuff. So 3 programs there. Select scene commentaries featuring Philip Kaufman, the director, and members of the cast and crew, plus deleted scenes. Reasonable setup, I think. And of course, you've got 80,000 hours of movie to watch as well. So solid 4K film there, solid 4K release, it looks like, as well. So as usual, pretty solid work from the Criterion Collection. I would say, I mean, you look at October, October has the complete Kubrick as well. But I would say a pretty fucking solid month overall. I really want Wild at Heart on 4K. I gotta say no to it though, because of the possibility of that collection. And Marie Antoinette, phenomenal. Blue Heron, can't wait to see it. Harold and Maude, fucking classic. K-pop Demon Hunters, out of all the things that Netflix released that could be put on Criterion, it seems better than Frankenstein, so I'll take it. And you got a little Francois Truffaut as well, and stuff from the guy who did Color of Pomegranate. So nice chunky selection for November. Anyway, let's get on to movie news. Wait a second, I got okay.
I'm glad you're talking about this because I felt stupid bringing it up.
You felt stupid? Why?
Because every time this guy fucking talks, he talks out of his ass. Don't get me wrong, I like Vin Diesel, but this guy needs to take a second and lose a little bit of weight here. He's going Dominic Toretto, if they're doing Fast Forever directly after Fast 10, he doesn't look the same.
Yeah. But
they're celebrating Fast and Furious anniversary, which by the way, if I didn't say last week, I believe I did. There's been a lot of anniversary celebrations this month, including The Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
Right? Not Fast
yeah.
and Furious. And Terminator 2 and Point Break. But
yeah, The Fast and the Furious celebrating its 25th anniversary. And at this special screening, Vin Diesel said, I can't do it, Vin Diesel.
I'm not yet done.
We start shooting in December if I can make good on the request from the studio. I'm in a good place, though. I had to go through 4 sets of writers, 4 years of development to get something that I felt would be worthy of a finale. And when I read the script a couple of weeks ago, I cried. First off, if your penultimate film is going to end on a cliffhanger, maybe you should have this all worked out beforehand. Just throwing it out there. Throwing it out there is like a unique possibility. You might want to pump the brakes.
Be prepared. Better prepared.
But according to him, they're shooting in December. We'll see how that goes.
They always, every time he talks, it's like, what is... But here's what's, to me, that very interesting about Vin Diesel is the people, when he produces his own projects, he gets the most interesting actors. Judi Dench in The Chronicles of Riddick, like Helen Mirren in 3 of the Fast and Furious movies as a villain.
I wouldn't call her a villain.
She's Jason Statham's mother.
Yeah, but he's a good guy now.
They all become good guys and bad guys sooner. Listen,
she wasn't presented. She was presented as a criminal, not a bad guy.
An antagonist.
She wasn't an antagonist. She was helping them
because she had to. She wanted to get her.
Yeah, but she's still.
Now we have to have a Fast and Furious show.
Oh my god!
But anyways, every time he talks, I find that more entertaining.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been thinking about this for years and years and years. What is this isn't a shit talking thing. I do like his career, but what is Vin Diesel without Fast and Furious?
Riddick.
I don't even think enough. I don't, because that Riddick didn't do as well as Chronicles of Riddick, and Chronicles of Riddick I don't necessarily know did
as well as
Pitch Black. Yeah. So it's the diminishing figures. My thing is that and it's not him that people keep coming to Fast and Furious over, but he's ridden his career on this. It's crazy to be talking about this is the last one. Yeah, sure it is, but
it's crazy to think of like back in the day when he refused to come back.
Yeah.
Because I mean that was like the big thing for a while was like, oh, we can
try and do this without him.
Yeah, and it was like, well, Paul Walker, he can be the head of the franchise. Not really. We can just have this new guy in Tokyo. Oh fuck, there's Vin Diesel.
Yeah, okay. So, and I remember this. They were like, "Oh, we think Vin Diesel's going to be in Tokyo Drift," and it ended up being the most talked about moment of the movie. Which, by the way, Tokyo Drift is no slouch. Don't sleep on that movie. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a great film.
But the one takeaway from it was Vin Diesel could be coming back. And then what they do is a weird narrative circle here, just so they can include the dude from Tokyo Drift, which more power to him. He's a great character, but
I wouldn't say he's a great character.
I like Han. He's my favorite.
Han. Okay.
Yeah, I like Han. I think he's my favorite.
Yeah, Han is great. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the other one, the guy.
No. But they brought him back later.
They brought him back too.
Yeah, later. But Han, they had to circle the whole narrative back around because he dies in Tokyo Drift. In Tokyo Drift.
Which I think it was just because Justin Lin wanted to keep working with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the same character from Better Luck Tomorrow, I found out.
Yeah.
Exact same character. Anyways.
But I hope this doesn't suck when it does, because it will happen eventually. Like, I feel like there's no doubt that Fast Forever is going to happen. Whether or not it's any good is the question. And I hope that all this waiting and all this back and forth is because Vin Diesel, despite all signs pointing to the contrary, somehow he looked at the last couple films and said, this is the wrong direction, and decided to bring it back a bit and focus more on the cars and the racing and what's really exciting about Fast and Furious, instead of this like world-ending spy shenanigans that they've been up to.
So I can shed a little light on that. He has stated, again, this is Vin Diesel really only talking to him, that the budget had to go lower because despite the fact that these sequels are costing more and more to make, because mostly of the star power they keep having to bring in for these, they keep having to put one extra new person on there that's going to cost them a lot of money, but it's impossible to make that money back because of it. And so I know right now the budget is like street level budget.
I hope it is a street level budget because I want street level Fast and Furious.
Okay, then you're going to be happy, and I don't think I will be, because
Really?
I want it to blow itself up. I want it to go as big as it can't go, and then crumble on itself. Let me explain. These movies are so ridiculous that they're...
You want to treat itself like a parking garage with Vin Diesel's foot? I don't understand.
Not like Part 7, which is what he does. He crumbles the... But no, it's just these movies get more and more fun as they go along because they're not taking themselves serious. They're going to have a budget to make themselves take themselves serious, to force themselves to take themselves serious. But they're still going to have star power. So they're still bringing in people, I guess. Like, I know that they're really heavily The Rock, and what's her fucking face came back, Wonder Woman.
Oh, Gal Gadot, yeah.
Yeah, so these are storylines. They're like, what? You cannot.
That was I think that, I mean, there were a lot of moments in the last Fast movie that really had me, like, shaking my head.
Jumping the shark?
There's a lot of that. But when Gal Gadot steps out of that fucking submarine, I was done. I was so done. I was over it. I really did not like that movie. I think the last 3 I didn't like.
Oh, I love them. The worse they get, the more I love them, because there's no capable way of taking this serious anymore, and they want to circle back around and take it serious. I don't know that that's going to work.
Not because there's
10. So, but they're counting this as 10 point whatever.
Okay, I only didn't like the last 2 because I thought 8 was fine. But then 9 and 10 are the ones where I was just completely not sold.
9,
anymore.
they go to space.
Yeah, didn't like it.
We're going to go on a tangent. There's got to be other people that say something about Fast and Furious.
Not really.
No? Nobody has anything to say about it.
All right. Anyway.
All right. By the way, it's being released on March 17th, 2029.
Sure it is. There was a Dune 3. Did you see the new teaser for Dune Part 3?
When did it come out?
Like a couple days ago?
I guess not.
1 day ago.
Oh, Jesus, no.
All right, real quick. So this is going to be our trailer section. I didn't mean to do a whole trailer section. I meant to spread things out a bit more, but for some reason I did it this way. These trailers, you usually have to cut them out of the live stream. So you might notice upon a rewatch of the live stream that these trailers are missing. That's because otherwise the whole video gets demonetized.
That's the special thing about watching this live.
Did you get your tickets for Dune 3?
I think they were gotten, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually seeing some kind of a special engagement, I think.
Yeah, I did not buy tickets for Dune 3, so I'm probably going to see it like in a year. I don't know.
Man, okay, let's watch it. I did not know there was a new trailer.
Okay.
Seems kind of soon for a third trailer.
Tell me what lies ahead.
The end.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it looks fucking sick. Still,
I've been really sick. I don't know how I missed that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tickets on sale.
Yeah, but
a little bit of extra footage.
It's the advance tickets announcement.
But this looks okay. Let's actually, all right. Let's do a little compare and contrast here. That was less than 30 seconds of trailer. That has me hyped. Also, side tangent. It sounds like they're saying LSD, right?
LSD.
Yeah. Like, wait.
That's a weird observation.
The end.
We should write them.
It just sounds like LSD to me.
Yeah,
every time. I don't know what the fuck they're saying in this song, but it sounds like LSD.
It's some kind of a chant.
I get that it's a chant. But every time I see a trailer for Dune Part 3, all I hear is LSD, LSD.
Maybe it's an LSD chant.
But that gets me thinking of Alejandro Jodorowsky's Dune and what that could have been, and it makes me sad. So let's do a compare and contrast. This is a trailer that's definitely getting cut from this stream because there's no way in hell Disney's letting us show this. But as Will said, this is the benefit of coming and watching the show live, is you get all the trailers and stuff in full, and we don't cut jack shit from the live stream when it goes live, because it's live. Yay, live! We can show our dicks, anything. It doesn't matter. It's live.
Can?
So this is the special look trailer for Avengers Doomsday. I don't know that it's any different from the other trailer that got released just recently. But yeah.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room.
Actually, I'm going to go and pause. This looks like shit. Right?
Yeah, sure.
This looks awful.
I thought it was, when I first saw it, I thought it was somebody recording off of a
screen.
Yeah. Because I thought it looked really
all the
horrible.
Green fire magic emanating from the floor. It just looks like ass. And like it's
interesting we're watching these two trailers back to back.
Yeah. Doomsday, baby.
He used to be different. He used to be kind. He used to be caring. And then everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken. Victor, did you do this? All of you have lived stolen lives. But now you must give them back. Answer me, Victor! Did you do this? I swear you will beg for hell long before I grant it. Hell answers to me. For I am Doom.
Okay. A trailer that asks the question, is it possible to have a $200 million blockbuster, present a trailer, edit it all together, and not have a single good shot? That is Avengers Doomsday. I say 200 million. I'm sure it costs more than that to make this fucking thing. But the point being, holy shit, what a garbage truck of a film that we're being presented with. I say that. What do you think?
So I already think that this is a much better trailer than the originals that were coming out. By the way, can we call this a trailer? It is a trailer, but when they presented it at D23, which is where this came from, it was described as a special look. So I guess a special look in a trailer. I thought that a special look was like...
I don't think there's any... I mean, I could be wrong here. I probably am. But I don't think there's any difference between the special look and the trailer.
Okay. With that being said, I like this one better than the others, and that's not necessarily saying much. But I do have an interest in how this movie is going to perform. And I do especially find it interesting after Spider-Man's recent huge success. Could this suck? It would be an astronomical
This could be
failure.
The biggest... Well, okay. This will make its money back.
Yeah, okay. But Spider-Man is doing great numbers because it's an actual good movie. Like people want to see it again.
I think yes and no.
Uh-huh.
I think that yes, Spider-Man Brand New Day is a good movie. I give it 3 stars.
By comparison
it's fine.
to something like Supergirl.
Still haven't seen it. It's doing great because it's Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
If you put Spider-Man in this, guaranteed $1 billion.
Well, Spider-Man is in this, but not the right Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, there is there's.
So my question
should we talk
is,
about leaks?
Well, no, they said his name was on the chair. I thought.
Oh, wait, was it?
Yeah, Maguire.
I don't remember it being in the chair.
Well,
then again, I
think it is well known that he is in the movie.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire is in this movie somewhere. Based on leaks in the beginning.
So my question is Spider-Man popular, or is Tom Holland Spider-Man popular?
I think Spider-Man in general is. I don't think I think Tom Holland is certainly a popular actor. I don't think it actually matters who is Spider-Man.
Okay.
I think you could put out a new Andrew Garfield Spider-Man,
and it would do great.
It would do gangbusters because it's Spider-Man. It has huge worldwide appeal. It's a character that anyone can see themselves as. It's it's one of the few superheroes, American superheroes, doing well in China. Spider-Man is fucking gold.
Yeah.
Nothing about this is screaming gold, which is crazy because if you told me back in 2008 when Iron Man came out, you looked me dead in the eyes and said, okay, you're going to get an Avengers movie featuring the Fantastic Four, several of the X-Men, Shang-Chi, who the fuck else is in this?
Captain America,
Thor,
Black Panther,
at least one Spider-Man, a Black Panther, all these characters versus Doctor Doom, and it's gonna look like absolute dog shit. I don't know how I would believe you. I would think you are some kind of evildoer from the future because there's no way that this movie could possibly suck. And yet, here we are on the precipice of absolute garbage.
I'd like to say, I would really like to be wrong about this.
I hope I am. I hope the Russo brothers fucking pull something out of their ass and it turns out great. But if this is the thing that's supposed to sell me on the movie, you're doing a bad job, guys.
Yeah.
Part of it is that Doctor Doom has not been set up in the least. But at the same time, he's getting 2 movies. I'm not too worried about the setup for Doctor Doom. You know, he's a very well-renowned villain already. We kind of already know his deal. And it seems like his reasoning for what's going down is fairly simple. He lost his wife and kid due to, I assume, an incursion. Probably started because of Tony Stark's, or actually probably because of Captain America's traveling through time at the end of Endgame. And bada bing, bada boom, that's your villain. Cool.
Plus, Chris Evans has been fighting Doom for several movies, as Johnny Storm.
So Steven says, so what you're saying is they should put Spider-Man in every movie, no matter the genre or story. Kinda. Like, if you want every movie to make $1 billion, pop Spider-Man in there.
Yeah. But I think this is something different. I think they're killing our heroes off.
Oh, 100%. Tobey Maguire is going to die at the beginning of this movie. That's a given. But I'm shocked at how ugly this looks. Because, like, I remember when the Russo brothers weren't the bad guys. I remember when they were the guys who did the best episodes of Community.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're just like, I hate to use this word because I don't like it, but it looks like they're just making slop.
Mm.
And for that to be the big Avengers movie is just a slop-looking slop machine.
Yeah.
I don't know how this happens. I don't know how you have all the money in the world and you still put out something that looks this bad. I just don't get it. And I don't understand how anyone can be excited about this. Like, anyone who's saying we're so back at this trailer must be insane or like a severe alcoholic, something. Because this is just looking mighty lame. It looks like it looks like a hard pivot. It looks like they legitimately didn't know what to do when they got rid of Kang.
Yeah,
and they just threw something together.
It's a sweep up job.
It looks like ass. That's really the long and short of it.
I'm excited for it. I don't know. It's hard for me to. I want it to be good. So it's hard for me to commit to talking bad about it because we're in a weird phase with Marvel right now. Like it hasn't lost its steam because of Spider-Man. But again, like you said, if you separate Spider-Man from everything else, what has everything else done? Your best performance as far as critically might have been Multiverse. But you got Thunderbolts since then. You have Fantastic Four since then, and these are all been mediocre.
Yeah, they're all
movies.
They're whatever. But this looks like if this phase of Marvel has been about disappointment, this is like the king of disappointment.
And I will say, I do believe that it's their fault, actually, because Endgame is such a monstrous, successful movie, I think, as far as where we are in the storytelling of the Avengers, that I don't know. I never, walking away from that, I was like, how are you going to even compete with that?
Apparently you're not.
I don't think they can.
Which is kind of fascinating because I honestly think you could do, like, I don't think it's that big of a task to make a better superhero movie than Avengers Endgame. Like, it's tough, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of flaws with that movie. And I could see it being beaten to death by a new Avengers movie, but it would require like actual filmmaking to be brought in, not just whatever the fuck happened here. And that's maybe being a bit, I don't want to negate the work of all the people that put in a lot of effort on this film, but the guys at the top deserve a lot of blame and they deserve a lot of shit talking. The below the line guys, not so much, but the big top dogs, fucking what the hell happened? Anyway, my point is Dune looks way better than fucking Avengers. And I feel like Dune is going to sweep. I feel like that's going to be the big winner of Dune's day.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they have the IMAX theaters. It looks better. In my mind, it has more hype going in, but I could be wrong about that. I could be misguided. I
find this so interesting that they're coming out. I think I've already gone over this with you. I'm so fascinated by this, that they're coming out on the same day. It's suicide. It's theater suicide. There's no manager of a movie theater in the world that's happy about this.
No, yeah, it seems like a monstrous day. Anyway, there's this new movie coming out from A24 that did gangbusters at Con, I think. Wait, it says in the thing. Yeah, it's
America when you were 12 years old. And by 17, you knew you had to see it all. You loved your daddy and the love he had for his mother's soul. You had to go out and keep chasing its recall. If you said, hey, do you want to see the West with me?
Hey, I had a lot of fun today. Like a lot.
'Cause love's out there and I can't even.
I have news.
What?
I found out I have a kid.
What? Oh, what?
Biological son, yeah.
Do we have anything to make breakfast?
Oh, no, not that shirt. Okay,
Why? I like it.
he's so good. Like, he's just like, he's good, sweet. If you want to cry, it's fine by me.
Well, why do you cry?
I don't really like myself a lot of the time.
You do live what we might call a non-traditional life.
You know, since you got here, I've been feeling better about myself.
Take him back. You're gonna kill him.
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not gonna let anything happen. Alright, you can say it once.
Fucking bitch.
Fucking bitch.
Fucking bitch.
Fucking bitch.
You let him talk like that?
Oh.
Fucking bitch.
Hey! Sorry. Don't get me in trouble. Seriously, fucking bitch.
Yeah, Club Kid from writer, director, and star Jordan Firstman.
That looks great.
Yeah, got Cara Delevingne in what appears to be a really good movie, which is different. And I had not heard about this until the trailer came out today. I don't keep up with the film festivals as much as I should, but this got like a huge reaction at Cannes, and I really want to see it now. Like, this is probably maybe my most anticipated November release now, unless I'm forgetting something. Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm gonna put that on my list.
Yeah, and just like examining fatherhood, it looks like LGBTQ issues as well. Examining again Cara Delevingne in a good movie, that I can't get over that. Yeah, there's not much to say here. I mean, you saw the trailer, unless you're watching this later, in which case it's probably cut out. But it looks phenomenal, and is more in line with what I want to be seeing from cinema. Speaking of things I want to see from cinema, people wanted a proper Anaconda movie. They did not get it, but now here it is. Beware Bayona.
Logan Marshall Green's in it.
Yeah. Your boy, I want to say?
No, not my boy, but it correct me if I'm wrong. Is that Upgrade?
I believe Logan Marshall Green was an Upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It can be confused for Tom Hardy sometimes.
Who is definitely not an Upgrade, yeah. Yeah, Beware Bayona. This one came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I saw the trailer in theaters. I was like, I don't know what this is or where it came from.
Yeah, but we'll talk about this a bit more soon. The main takeaway is that it looks fucking rad. You know what it does? It looks like one of those, because like obviously the snake is bigger than an anaconda and bigger than the snake in Anaconda. But do you remember the Anaconda sequels? Not the first one, but like the really shitty direct-to-video ones.
Sure.
It reminds me of those on a huge budget. Well, comparatively huge budget.
Yeah.
Because the effects look fucking great. It looks like we're gonna get a lot of action. There was a dude with a chainsaw. Like everything you kind of want from a giant snake run amok movie. I would say that the snake appears maybe slightly too big. But if they can manage that without it being too stupid, it might be part of its charm. Yeah. Like I prefer a slightly smaller giant fucking snake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the only criticism I can come up with for this trailer. Otherwise, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I want it in my body right now. When is this? October 2nd.
Nice.
October 2nd. Perfect. Oh my God. I'm there. Opening day. Next up on trailers, we've got Whalefall. New Whalefall trailer.
What?
You didn't know about this?
Bro, I've been out of it.
Oh man. That's a good point. It might be some kind of mythical snake. Yeah, I figure it was like some kind of like what's the snake from End of Oak Street?
I don't know what it was called.
It's oh gosh, I looked this up and I immediately forgot. But it's a type of. I didn't know it was a thing. It is a real thing. But not necessarily like I don't think like we know it had jaws and teeth, but we don't know that it looked like what it does in the End of Oak Street. But it might be something like that where it's like a prehistoric snake that's woken up, or it might be a myth, like a mystical thing. Like it could be any number of possibilities, but either way, it looks fucking rad. So this is the new trailer for Whalefall that just came out.
Which I love the teaser. So
I just watched this before we started, so I'm going to take this time to go take a piss. So my homie, enjoy the trailer for Whalefall.
You know, you saved my life once. This guy swims up out of nowhere, guides me up like an angel. Probably saved a lot of lives. Did you know?
Yeah.
I know your dad was rough on you, but he knew what he was talking about, especially down there.
In the ocean, predators have all the advantages. So what options does that leave prey like you? You're gonna just accept your fate? No. I wanted to pass on things I knew. So when it matters, you'll know what to do. Remember, survivor survive.
Whalefall, October 16th, baby. October is going to be a hell of a month.
Bro, that looks great.
My only thing is the shot of him screaming for help from the mouth of the whale looks really fucking stupid. It's my only complaint. And I do like, part of me is wondering, like, how do you make this work for an hour and a half? Like,
well,
obviously
it's a
there's
survival story, so they're going in and out really with Josh Brolin's character, and I think it'll be like a 50-50 thing. It's about how he doesn't have a connection with his father, but what his father left him, because that's why you cast Josh Brolin in as a dead character.
I'm sure it'll be a back and forth. I'm sure we'll get some like hallucinations, but at the end of the day, he gets swallowed by a whale, tussles with an octopus a bit, and escapes at some point. Which I guess, I mean, when I say it out loud, there's a lot to do there, but it's still an hour and a half stuck in a whale. Presumably less than that, presumably like maybe 45 minutes to an hour stuck in a whale.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very curious to see how this goes. And I really want to, I want to know how they make a full feature length movie out of being stuck inside of a whale. But that trailer looks epic and does have me very intrigued. Again, October looking like a banger month.
Yeah, it is.
In fact, what is, okay, hold up. October 2026 movie releases. What are we looking at? What do we got? Let's go to Box Office Mojo. Let's see. Oh god, they have like everything. Of course, Beware by Bayona, October 2nd, as well as Digger, same day. We got Misty Green, I forgot about that, getting its limited release October 9th. I thought Avatar: Aang the Last Airbender already came out, but apparently I'm wrong about that. I have not been paying enough attention. But Other Mommy gets its release. Very excited about Other Mommy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Fjord, starring Sebastian Stan, is coming that same day. Your Mother, also coming out that day. So that's October 9th is a pretty banger day right there. Street Fighter, October 16th.
Yeah, a week later,
as well as The Devils coming out finally.
Oh, by the way, that trailer is out.
Oh yeah, I wasn't actually a big fan of the Devils trailer.
Okay,
it was a little too epilepsy inducing to me.
Street Fighter, The Devils,
Whalefall, Once Upon a Time in Harlem. Let's see here. Crawlers. Oh, I forgot about the trailer for Crawlers. This is a big one. Let's go back to the Evil Dead Burn trailer real quick. That's what I forgot about.
I don't know about this one.
You already seen the trailer? Or
no, I don't know about it.
Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. The Only Living Pickpocket in New York with John. Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah.
Looks so good.
Yeah, it looks great too.
Let's see what we got. Fallen Angels with Rose Byrne. Haven't heard of that. Clara and the Sun.
Wildwood.
Oh, Wicker, Clayface, and Wildwood.
Yeah.
Oh, October 23rd is gonna be sick, yo. Oh man. And then October 30th. Not really anything of note there.
It's recuperation week.
Yeah. But like October in general, looking pretty sick. So Crawlers, all right. You haven't seen Infested, right?
Yeah.
You did see, remind you of anything?
Yeah, Infested.
Yeah.
It looks like just like Infested.
It's literally just the plot to Infested. It even has the spinny hallway shot. I don't remember seeing anything about Infested getting a remake, and I haven't seen anything about this being a remake of Infested.
Yeah,
but it sure does seem like a remake of Infested.
Yeah, it just changed the title, but no, it's too soon for that.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah,
it looks like a good Spider.
Infested was good.
Yeah, Infested was great. Of course, from the director of Evil Dead Burn. I don't know who directed this actually. Let's see here. Let's go to the old Letterboxd. Crawlers 2026. Angel Gomez Hernandez. I don't know any of his work.
Nope.
So, this, looks like a movie. I'm sure it'll be good. I find it fascinating that it, again, like, it looks just like Infested, and I'm not seeing any reference to that fact, which is kind of shocking. I wonder, let's see here. Crawlers Infested remake. Again, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
One thing's for sure, there goes that Arachnophobia remake.
Well, unless it does well. It could be Spider Fever. All right, so this is the latest trailer for Wildwood. I assume did you see this?
I believe it's on theaters.
Well, I don't know. This just came out 4 hours ago.
Okay, then no.
This trailer, okay. This is gonna be the last trailer we watch in full, unless something comes up in the chat. This is insane.
I already thought this movie looked great.
This looks like the fact that it's a handmade stop motion film. There's definitely some CGI work being done, like there has to be, but it looks insane. So here's the trailer. So it breaks my heart that this is probably not going to do great.
Yeah. I don't know that Leica movies have done.
No, I mean, they're all funded by some billionaire. And they're going to just do what they want, which is great.
Yeah. You get stuff like this.
Yeah, you get stuff like this. But this, like,
yeah,
this is the best looking stop motion I've ever seen in my life.
This looks better than Doomsday.
It does. It looks so much better than Doomsday.
It visually looks more appealing than Doomsday.
Like, it looks sad, which is another thing we've come to expect from Leica.
Yeah.
I love that it takes place in Portland, where Leica is based, I believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just looks like a lot of skill.
I'm very excited about this movie. At the same time that comes out, I believe another animated feature called don't if I'm wrong here, I might be Fantastic Voyage
coming out the same.
Yeah, I thought it was the same day, but you said the October lineup and I didn't hear it.
I don't think Fantastic Voyage.
And maybe that's the wrong title.
No, yeah, that's just
fantasy something.
Wait, what am I doing?
Why are you doing that?
Why am I doing this? October 2026 movie releases.
Animated.
Actually, that's better. 2026 animated movies. There we go. That's the ticket. Forgotten Island.
That's
yeah.
I think that looks really
with
good
the girls.
too.
Yeah. From the director.
When does that come out?
That's September 25th.
September. Okay.
That's the same director as Puss in Boots.
So that's actually getting really good reviews already. They showed at some festival.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Forgotten Island. Doesn't look quite as good as Wildwood, but still definitely looks really good. All right, David F. Sandberg is making a new horror movie called Mommy's Home. A lot of mom horror movies.
Yeah, Mommy.
I would not be surprised if that gets a different title, considering
Other
Mommy. It's about a young dad whose family life becomes terrifyingly unhinged when his cryogenically preserved mom is unfrozen and sent to live with him. So it looks like a bit of sci-fi, a bit of maybe a little bit of dark comedy.
Yeah.
He's signed on to direct, written by James Morosini, and that's all I got for you. Wait, is that? Let's see here. Describe the project. Morosini described the project as having the family tension of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, but with the big horror swings like Barbarian and Megan. Should be a really fun, scary, sexy genre blend of a movie. So that intrigues me. I love David F. Sandberg. He does not always make the best movies, but he is so charming. I don't know have you ever seen David F. Sandberg's YouTube channel?
No.
Okay, you remember Lights Out, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he did the original Lights Out short as well as directing the feature-length version. But his YouTube channel is a great resource for just like little filmmaking tips, and like he goes into like how he made certain aspects of his movies and how he uses low budget techniques, even in stuff like Shazam.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And he's just a really cool dude. And so anytime he fails, like with obviously Fury of the Gods and then Until Dawn last year, even when he fails, I'm always like, come on, get back up and fucking get in there. Fucking rock my world, David F. Sandberg. So while there's not really much to dig into here other than the fact that he has another horror movie coming out, I'm really excited to see what he comes up with, because goddamn, he's just so cool and so fun to watch that I want him to be successful. He's one of the only directors who, like, I almost have like a personal connection, not a literal personal connection, but I feel like I have a personal connection to this guy, and I just want him to win. Also, yeah, he has a bunch of great shorts, almost all of them featuring or starring his wife. Total wife guy, that David F. Sandberg. And according to Reggie, is it right? In the chat, he's also developing a new Amityville horror movie. I didn't see that, but we can.
You look it up, and it's the Amityville Bong.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! I hate him.
I gotta verify that I'm not a bot. 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, this is from September 2025. Following his work on Screen Gems, inked a deal to tackle another beloved genre property as director of a new Amityville horror movie in development at Amazon MGM. Wow, I totally missed this.
That's cool.
Yeah, I guess. Ironically, not a big fan of Amityville horror. I don't think it's a particularly good film. It's better than whatever I'm making. I'll grant it that much. But I guess I'm more intrigued by this mommy movie that he's doing. But I'm wondering what the maybe if the Amityville Horror movie is on hold, or there's just like a period of time where he has the time to make a different movie in between. I don't know what the case is, but we'll see what happens with this Amityville Horror film. I mean, it's been almost a year since this was announced, and I don't think there's any other movement. I'm not seeing any. I'm seeing everything from September. So we'll see if that even comes to pass. I already had this thing.
See, that's him and Oppenheimer, by the way.
Okay, yeah. All right, so Fantastic Fest 2026 announced its full lineup, and the big thing is Beware Bayona is opening the festival, and we're getting a special gala screening of Resident Evil as part of the festival. So we'll be hearing from that in September how good Resident Evil is. But if you look at, they have a big ass lineup. I'm not going to go through them all. Just look like a whole bunch of stuff, including several re-releases from years past, including Extreme Prejudice, the Walter Hill film. But a whole bunch of stuff that, some of it we will hear about and be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Some of it will disappear into the cracks of time. And we will see what the lucky films are, and what the unlucky films are, we will probably totally forget about. But I keep going. It just so many movies at Fantastic Fest.
That's crazy.
Also Wild Horse 9.
Oh,
which I am convinced that Wild Horse 9 is going to flop like nobody's business.
I'm pretty sure it's going to get nominations.
It very well could. Martin McDonagh, a great filmmaker,
hasn't been known to make box office smashes.
Yeah, but I mean, 3 Billboards did really well. In Bruges did really well.
I think the movie looks great.
Yeah, I think it looks great. It's just my problem is I every time the trailer finishes, I forget the name of the movie.
Yeah,
I legitimately
that's the best title.
It's a fucking terrible title. But I'm excited to see it.
I think it looks really good, but man, they released that trailer early. I've literally seen that trailer on almost every movie that I've seen since.
I've seen that trailer more times than I've seen my own mother in my adult life. It's insane.
I can play the trailer in my head right now, and it doesn't come out for another 3 months.
Speaking of trailers, Victorian Psycho.
Oh, bro.
Had another trailer, which I'm not going to show, but it looks great.
Was it our band?
I don't remember if it was a red band or not. But Victorian Psycho also showing at Fantastic Fest. I really wish I was going to Fantastic Fest because the lineup this year looks sick. But yeah, just thought I'd mention that. There's too many movies. The first 2 episodes of Carrie will be showing there. They're going to show a 4K restoration of Blood Feast. I mean, goddamn, a lot of good stuff. It looks like at Fantastic Fest, which is, what date is September 17th through September 24th. God, I wish I could go. Anyway, this we got to talk about some AI stuff.
Oh shit.
This is the last news item I just realized. But Roger Avery's Paradise Lost. We talked about this a little bit in a previous episode of the show. So he basically, Ex Machina is this studio that's AI based, and they're working with Roger Avery, the writer or co-writer of Pulp Fiction, the writer of The Rules of Attraction, the writer of Beowulf. I'm trying to remember of other Roger Avery vehicles.
Killing Zoe.
Killing Zoe, yeah. So he, a career that he's had, also vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
So he's got a few things that have gone on in his past, but now he's fully on board the AI train. Now, what's interesting about this is they have an exclusive deal with Mayfair Media Group to release this film in major cities across North America on over 1,500 screens. So this is going to be possibly, it's a 2027 theatrical release, Easter 2027 specifically, because it's all Christian-y and stuff. So this could be, something could beat it, but this could be the biggest heavily AI release yet. Again, something could beat it, but this looks like the biggest AI film to be released so far. What's interesting, it still is problematic, but what's interesting is, according to this article, they actually have a whole how much AI will be used bit over here. They're saying it'll have an ambitious budget. Don't know what that means. But they're still using real actors, and they're using real writers. It's still, being made by human hands, and apparently is within the guidelines of the various filmmaking guilds. I have not delved deep into what the guidelines currently are for AI productions, but it is doing something to try and differentiate itself from the fully AI generated features. It's definitely going to have real actors. Mm-hmm. It's definitely written by human hands, but with AI used to create the I'm getting there, filmmaker. AI used to essentially get across these epic visuals that are going to have to be created to get Paradise Lost on screen. But as filmmaker 610 has said, they're going to do this in a very short period of time, about 6 months. And that does have, AI doesn't take a long time. Mm-mm. And I'm assuming they've done a lot of previs on this already. But they still have to shoot the whole goddamn thing. From what unless I'm missing something, maybe they've started shooting, but I've heard nothing about that. No, wait, actually, no, it says right here, casting is currently underway with production to begin soon. So they, in theory, have to basically shoot this whole thing this year in order to get it out for Easter. That's a lot. And that makes me wonder, how much is the AI use? Yeah. It seems like it's got to be a lot. And yeah, audio mixing takes a long time. The edit in general, everything post-production wise still has to be done. So what is their timeline here? This seems to me like something that if they're currently casting and production, let's say production begins, I don't know, in October. That's a hefty amount of work, even with all that AI. Mm-hmm. So how much AI is going to be involved? It seems like a lot. I don't know how they're gonna, this seems like if they're shooting in October, again, that's me assuming a lot. If they're shooting in October, then I would expect this to come out next October or next December. I would expect it to be a while, but I guess they have to be doing a lot of AI to make this work. I'm very intrigued in a non-partial way. I don't think this is going to be good. And I'm not even sure about the ethics of wanting to see it. But I'm very intrigued as to what this winds up being, if that makes sense. I just want to know what this looks like, because theoretically it is bringing something that cannot be filmed onto the big screen.
Yeah.
But if it looks like AI slop, then it's kind of negligible. Yeah, because no matter what your opinions on AI ethically might be, currently what we're able to create still looks like slop. So what are they doing that's going to make this look like a legitimate movie? And I don't know that in that period of time, knowing that it's, you know, using AI, I don't know that there's that much time to make a movie that looks and sounds and just is good. Which is a fascinating career trajectory for Roger Avary, to go from co-writer of Pulp Fiction to maybe the first big AI movie, maybe.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a negative sense, by the way. Wild career trajectory. I'm very interested to know what the fuck happens here, because it's so bonkers.
Yeah.
But is it going to be good? I really have my doubts. Production beginning soon, Easter release date. Oof, that's rough, man. Also, just like the ambitious budget, like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, surely you know how much your movie's going to cost by now, if you're at that point in pre-production. Like, what is it going to cost? I want to know. Is it going to be, $80 million movie? That seems like it would cover the major, costs while also allowing for the AI aspect. Or is it going to be something like, is it going to be a $2 million movie where it's like, oh shit, this is all AI and it's going to look like slop? I don't know. But this is something I'm going to keep an eye on, because it sounds absolutely bonkers. Again, though, no idea if that's a positive or a negative. It just exists. And, we're in a fascinating time for filmmaking. Again, not necessarily a positive thing, but it's fascinating nonetheless. Anyway, that's all our news. I guess I'll go first on Letterboxd, because I don't really have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
And then we can dig into your presumably giant list of things.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's see. What did we end with? What was?
I know we did Scanners.
Wait, what day was? Okay, Wednesday was the 12th. Did I talk about Tampopo? I think I watched that the night of the 12th. So,
okay.
I rewatched Tampopo. Still fucks, man. It is still a great film about ramen and love and the human condition. Have you ever seen Tampopo?
No.
Oh, you got to watch Tampopo. It's on the Criterion Channel.
Ramen and love.
Yes. It deals with sex and ramen and food in general, and how food and love and sex kind of intermingle. And it's just very charming. It's a very charming film. There's not really it has very low stakes. It's literally just woman wants to make her ramen restaurant better, is really those are the stakes. And she gets help from a truck driver who's passing through town. And actually, I don't even know if he might be from that area, because he knows a lot of people from the area. Because there's this whole homeless subplot that's really fun. So Tampopo, highly recommend. One of the best movies ever made. And then I watched The End of Oak Street. You saw The End of Oak Street as well.
Yeah, I don't know what we should start with, because you made a surprise appearance on our boys' podcast.
I had a very someone backed out of the Piecing It Together podcast.
I was wondering how that went. So, because I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about that and where people can see that.
Yeah, go on the Spotify or the I don't know where else he puts it. Actually.
Yeah, so it's our boy David Rosen's Piecing It Together?
Piecing It Together
podcast. You guys ever get a chance to go on there? I also bring that up because just this morning it was announced that your other boy is appearing on Coyote versus Agni. I'm going to be on Coyote versus Agni.
You're going to be on Coyote versus Agni?
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I'm taking this opportunity to plug your episode that's already out and mine that's coming up.
Yeah, go. If you're in Vegas, go check out the Piecing It Together podcast live. Which theater is that going to be?
This one's going to be Boulevard Mall, Galaxy
Theaters at Boulevard Mall. All right.
And this is on August 27th at 6:30 p.m.
All right. I'm going to try to make it.
After the screenings, I know we've talked about it before. We usually go up there with a couple of other guest stars, and we talk about the movie, and we compare it to other movies that we believe it's comparable to.
Yeah, maybe they inspired it. Maybe there's just like elements that are familiar. It depends.
But I'm really excited about being on Coyote vs. Acme because of the history behind it, and it's already getting really, really good reviews. Really good reviews right now.
Yeah, I've seen good reviews. I don't know that I've seen like stellar reviews.
I saw one review that was like it's the best live action animated, which is
that's preposterous. There's no way,
because this is a world we live in where Roger Rabbit exists.
Yeah, there's no way.
But with that being said, I am excited because also I was worried I wasn't going to get a summer movie here. I'm getting the very last summer movie.
Yeah,
but still really excited to make that appearance. I hope to see you guys there or anybody there. But you did it for End of Oak Street.
Yes.
What did you think of End of Oak Street?
I thought End of Oak Street was really good. It did not blow me away. I was hoping for a little bit more from David Robert Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the CGI left a lot to be desired, especially what really drove me nuts was there's a scene with two dinosaurs.
Okay, listen, I was worried that, man, I didn't know if we were going to get to this or not, because light spoilers.
Not
spoilers for the plot, but there's a specific moment that takes place in this movie where once it happened, I couldn't think of anything else after this moment, just because of the creative decision.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking the CGI itself was not.
The CGI took me out a bit. It looked like it wasn't rendered properly, and that bugged me because it's such an important moment in the movie, and to be taken out by the CGI, real disservice for me. And that's not to say like the CGI is bad across the board or anything.
I guess we should specify that the sequence involves both Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor, who are the stars of this movie, turning a corner down their street and coming across two brontosauruses who are having sex on top of a house.
Yeah, and it's one of the best moments of the movie. And it just, I don't know, it's slightly off for me because, again,
it was so weird to me, though. Like, the creative choice was so weird, I couldn't even get to the CGI yet.
It's have we been going for an hour and 52 minutes? Jesus Christ. Well,
I thought this was going to be one of the shortest shows we've done.
Whoops. Yeah, End of Oak Street was good. Left a little bit to be desired, but I like that it doesn't try to explain why.
It doesn't have time, yeah.
It's just like, they're thrown 200 million years in the past. Go.
They don't make it about why. They just make it about the results.
Yeah. It's about family.
Yeah.
About family. Then I watched The Tale. That's a short film. Not much to really say there. It's a bunch of Buster Keaton stuff that's been animated over, and it's really good. It's on YouTube. And then I finally watched David Robert Mitchell's Under the Silver Lake, which I had about the same feelings as I did with End of Oak Street. Solid film, but with some issues. Have you seen Under the Silver Lake?
No, I didn't even know.
It's basically,
I don't know anything outside of It Follows.
Okay, well, it's basically David Robert Mitchell's Southland Tales.
Oh.
Which I'm a Southland Tales fan.
That's weird.
I own it on 4K.
I don't know anything that guy's done other than Donnie Darko that I like. I really tried with the box.
Yeah, Richard Kelly.
Yeah, he's had. I remember there was a whole release hell with him in that movie.
Yeah, but similar vibes to Southland Tales, where it's there's a big mystery and a lot of wacky hijinks ensue. A lot of bizarre characters show up. Andrew Garfield is great. He's naked a lot for those interested in that. He at one point picks up a Spider-Man comic and it sticks to his hand, and that's humorous, I suppose. But not the most satisfying film in the world. The result of the mystery is so-so. But it's a fascinating film, and I'm actually really interested to see it again because there's a lot to it to the point that I felt like I was missing stuff. So definitely recommended. Also, Rachel's in the chat. Yay! Hey, Rachel.
Rachel.
Let's see here. And then I watched Primitive War. Now that's a dinosaur movie. Holy shit. Have you seen Primitive War?
No, I don't know nothing about this. Oh, I've heard of this, yeah.
So it's dinosaurs in Vietnam.
Yeah.
That's the log line. And it absolutely fucking nails it. Like you want and also, yes, Filmmaker 610 says about Under the Silver Lake, very interesting movie about urban legends. I completely forgot to mention, yeah, there's a lot of urban legend stuff in there, including a really creepy owl lady. That movie throws so much at the wall and just tries to see what sticks, and a lot of it does. It's just, for me, it falls a little short of its intentions. But again, I need to rewatch it. But Primitive War takes the idea of what if there were dinosaurs during the Vietnam War and gives you exactly that. Stars Ryan Kwanten from True Blood.
True Blood, yeah.
And Red Hill, which is a very underrated film. And also Jeremy Piven, because this is a $7 million movie, so it's got to star Jeremy Piven in some capacity. And for $7 million, it's between $7 and $8 million was the budget. I find that insane because the CGI is really good. It does have a few low points. Like every so often there's a shot where you're like, I don't know about this. But the majority of the CGI is really strong. It helps that a lot of it takes place at night, but like you can still see the action. You can still, get everything you need out of it. The gore is there's a great scene where, they're not pterodactyls, but I'm forgetting the name of what they are. But basically pterodactyls with these long ass tongues are attacking a bunch of, I think they're attacking the Russian supporting characters. And one of them uses its tongue to grab the guts out of the guy. It's gruesome. It is a gruesome film. A little long. It's over 2 hours. Doesn't need to be. But, it's shot either in Australia or New Zealand. I want to say it's shot in New Zealand. I could be mistaken about that. A lot of Aussie and New Zealand actors are in this. But looks like a solid Vietnam. I have no real frame of reference for what Vietnam is supposed to look like because every fucking Vietnam War movie is shot in the fucking Philippines. But like just a really staggering achievement of low budget filmmaking. I was shocked at how good it was and how much dinosaur action there was throughout. That was incredible. I don't know how they did it on such a low budget, but it's fantastic. And then finally, literally 2 days ago, I finally watched The Straight Story. I said I would watch it before the next live stream. Here we are at the next live stream. I watched David Lynch's The Straight Story. I now have no more new David Lynch features to watch, and that makes me sad. I've still never seen that Netflix short that he did with the monkey.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I need to watch that still. But it's like I keep putting off these David Lynch projects because I'm like, I don't want there to be an ending to David Lynch. I want to keep having new David Lynch to look at. So it's really just that one short and maybe one of his early shorts that I haven't seen. But The Straight Story is phenomenal. Probably a 5-star movie, if I'm being honest. But I gave it 4.5 because I don't know. It felt like there were a few things where it could have done more, maybe. So it felt more like a 4.5, but as I think about it, it's like, is there any flaw to this film?
No,
not really.
I really had a great experience with it.
I guess like there is that bit where he's commiserating with a fellow old timer about the war, and they have like the sound effects of the war in the soundtrack. I don't know that was necessary. That felt a little cheesy. That's the worst I can say. Honest,
great performances.
Great performance by Richard Farnsworth, who shortly after this killed himself. literally the next year, I believe. I believe he killed himself in 2000, and this was 99. Again, banner year for filmmaking, 99.
Yeah.
And it's David Lynch's only G-rated film, produced by Walt Disney, which is wild to think about.
Wild. It's PG.
I think it's a straight G.
Yeah. Okay. Even better.
Yeah. It's another one where I want to watch it again.
Yeah, it's great. I'm glad you saw it. I'm glad you loved it.
Yeah, I nothing but good things really to say about The Straight Story. It's very simple. That's another thing about it, is it's like there's almost no real conflict in the film. Like you'd expect, like maybe his daughter goes after him to try to stop him from this ridiculous thing. No.
Yeah, no.
The only conflict is he has to get from point A to point B
in time.
But even then, like there's not like a ticking clock.
No, but they don't use the phone.
Yeah, I guess they do. Yeah, it's just he hears that his brother had a stroke.
Yeah, the conflict is he doesn't know because he wants, I think he wants to be there in person, so he doesn't know that there's a ticking clock or not.
Yeah,
and he's got his own ticking clock.
Yeah, it's an old guy who's at the end of his rope, physically, and he wants to see his brother, who's also very old, before he dies, before either of them dies, and he decides to do that on a tractor, which leads to one of like a phenomenal final line from. I'm not going to say who the actor is playing his brother because it's a bit of a surprise, I guess. I knew going in who was playing the character,
it's in the
but
cast.
Yeah, it's in. Although they don't. There's not an opening credits, I don't think.
Yeah, there is.
There is.
Yeah.
Does it say?
That's how I knew it was. Yeah.
So it is. Okay, I forgot.
Third build.
Okay.
Yeah.
Third build for a minute of screen time.
Yeah.
But what a minute it is, and that's all I got. That's good bit of movies. It's been a minute since I watched anything bad. Like, gosh, yeah, the worst is 3-star stuff. The last bad movie I watched was Killer Whale back in July. That's insane. So I've had a good run of movies.
Yeah.
But speaking of runs,
so again, I was sick. Yes, I was very sick, and so I had nothing but time on my hands. I fit in 14 movies. That's
Jesus Christ.
2 movies a day, starting with Mr. Woodcock.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't a good movie.
You don't say.
That was very lazy comedy. I knew it wouldn't. I try to get the fast comedies that nobody likes or talks about out of the way sometimes, and I knew that this was something. It's just a waste of a lot of good people's talent.
It's this kind of movie that I think is going to stop the podcast I talked to you about. I feel like that's going to be what just stops me in my tracks.
Why is that?
Because it's just there's so many of these shitty comedies.
Yeah,
there's the aughts.
In that time frame, you mean?
Yeah.
I can see what you're. And this is in the birth of all of that bullshit. And you get about 5 of these movies, one of them's going to be good. Tequila Sunrise, I thought I would like more, but goddamn, it's got Raul Julia, and I fucking love that guy. He makes Tequila Sunrise for me.
For a second, I thought you were going to say you hated Raul Julia, and I was so worried.
No, he comes onto the movie. That's like an automatic star you get from me. Okay. Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass. Nobody told me this was David Wayne's new movie.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. It's Wizard of Oz. It's absolutely all it is. A lot of interesting people pop up in there, and it's funny for the most part. But when you have things like Wet Hot American Summer, which is celebrating an anniversary, and role models, it's no comparison. End of Oak Street, I almost felt the exact same way you did. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's a fun movie. I found myself laughing a lot through this, actually.
It does have a lot of funny moments.
You can tell how many fucking times they'll put characters talking to each other and have a dinosaur just walking into frame and walking up to them without them noticing.
There's a lot of characters with zero
self-awareness of their surroundings.
Yeah, because I think it's an Allosaurus that sneaks up on them, and then the snake thing.
Yeah,
the Titanoboa.
But I remember laughing at the snake thing because the snake goes through the whole house and nobody sees it or says anything. That means there's like 3 people not aware of their own surroundings after they're going through shit.
Yeah. Oh, and can we talk about how much of an acting gap there is in this between Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor?
Sure, but she's on a roll, man.
She's on a roll, but
she's
like
on a run right
she
now.
fucking decimates in End of Oak Street. And Ewan McGregor is over here like, I guess I have an American accent now.
And I will give them some credit here. There's some surprises in this movie. Like, there was stuff I genuinely didn't see coming.
Oh, well, there's that one moment with the Allosaurus.
Yeah, but it was the way it was delivered was like there was no preparation for it. They didn't numb you for it. Like, it happens, and then you have to sit and realize that it actually happened, like they do.
Yeah,
and I thought that was great. I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah, that's an amazing moment. It's so hard to talk about these things without spoiling them.
I know.
So you also saw. Unless, do you have more about End of Oak Street?
No.
All right. You watched a movie that I wanted to watch, and that's the new X-Files. I want to believe director's cut.
Yeah, Von Frankenstein.
Yeah. First off, is there a reason why it's called Von Frankenstein?
Yeah, there is.
Okay,
but it's
or Vok Frankenstein or whatever.
Not the name itself, but I guess the concept behind it is it's part of the reveal.
Okay. Now, do you remember I Want to Believe's theatrical cut well enough to make comparisons?
Not to make comparisons, but I do remember as I was watching this new cut, which I was really excited about, by the way. I do remember enough to know the results of the storyline, and they're all pretty much the same. It's still a very dull movie. But this is coming from somebody who, yes, I do love the show, and I grew up with the show, but I really like Fight the Future, the original movie, which is great. It's interesting that they didn't want to do a straight sequel to this storyline. They just kind of wanted to do their own thing, and I'm not necessarily against that. But think of what might be the worst X-Files episode. They decided to make a movie on it. That's what it feels like. Even as an episode, this idea doesn't. It's just dull. But so I was really heartbroken about that because I want to believe that there was a better cut of this and there just wasn't a better storyline.
That's too bad. I'll probably watch it eventually.
Yeah, still see it.
I saw your review and I was just like, meh.
Yeah, well, I wanted to like it. Hoppers, this was a bummer for me.
I'm surprised you did not like Hoppers.
Yeah, because there's something that I'm watching this. I'm like, well, I feel like we've done this, and then they make an Avatar joke. And after they made that Avatar joke, I'm like, well, there you have it. It's Wildlife Avatar, and Avatar did it way better. Way better. Not that I mean, I guess we're talking apples and oranges, really, but once that character said that, I was like, oh, that's what they're fucking doing. And the reason why I was bummed out is because I kind of want to make a comeback to animated movies. And other than Laika, I haven't really been fully invested in animated movies since the old school Pixar days. I'm not even caught up to the new Pixar movies, really.
You like K-pop?
Yeah, I was forced to watch it, but in all regards, I really enjoyed it, and I think that kind of helped open the door to being like, well, what else? What are they doing now in animated features? But this wasn't, I don't think, the movie to start coming back to. It's not Pixar, I believe, either.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Phantoms bum me out.
Oh, but Ben Affleck's so good in it.
He's
the bomb in Phantoms.
I really wanted to like this movie, and maybe that line alone drove me to want to see this eventually. But I wrote a big thing on Phantoms, and I know that it has a following. I believe it has a following of some kind. But I wrote a whole thing on Phantoms, and there's a time in the late 90s where every movie was trying to recapture the look of Scream. And Phantoms is a good example of that. Even when it's not necessarily a horror movie, it's a sci-fi movie or something like that. The lineup is the same. The cast is the same. The picture on the Phantoms poster of Liev Schreiber is the exact same picture that was taken for Scream 2. So it's the same picture recycled even.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So they want you to. The Hollywood recycle game is strong with Phantoms. So that's really what I wrote about. But the movie itself was kind of bummed me out. I didn't like it as much as.
Yeah,
there were a lot of movies like this that do it a lot better. First, right off the bat, The Thing. But even at that time, The Relic was better. Mindhunters is another one that comes to mind that I thought was way better. But that's neither here nor there. It was entertaining at the least. Bleed for this. Good performances, not the best movie. It's so hard for me to review a biography or biopic, whatever, because I feel like I'm reviewing that person's life, and that's not fair. But it's the way that it's delivered, I guess. And it's not so much of a boxing movie as much as it is. This guy had a lot taken from him, and so the whole movie's being spent recovering and recuperating to get back into the ring. So there's really only 2 fights actually. That's it. But Miles Teller's in it. Aaron Eckhart's in it. Katie Seagal's in it. Ciarán Hinds is in it. So good cat. Ted Levine's in it. Finally did Devil Wears Prada 2.
My mom didn't like this, which was really shocking to me.
Did she like part 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same thing as part 1. You know what I said? I was like, there was a time that, and people don't want to talk about it, but there's a time where Star Trek and Terminator were using time travel to basically retell their stories. That's what they did with Miranda's memory. She doesn't remember Anne Hathaway, and it's funny to people, but basically they use that idea to retell the whole story of part 1 again.
Oh. Okay.
It's funny how they're doing it, but they're just using her character to kind of go through the same motions. But no matter what, it's Stanley Tucci's show. Like, he makes these movies to me. This one has an interesting side cast: Kenneth Branagh, Justin Theroux, and Lucy Liu.
Yeah, I haven't watched the original since
it
came out.
It's the same. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's the same movie. And 20-year sequels, you have to have a reason to come back to these. Jackass Best and Last.
Not the best.
Jackass Best and Last. Speaking of reasons to come back. So here's the good and the bad of Jackass Best and Last. And I kind of wanted to see this in theaters, and I didn't get an opportunity to. But it's split into 2 things that are good or split into things that are good and things that are bad. The things that are good, I guess let me do bad first. The things that are bad is that more than half of the movie is full of things you've already seen, have already laughed at for years and years and years, and they're just re-showing it. They're not even showing new versions of it. They're just showing that. So it really is just a best of, which is...
Oh, so they didn't even re-edit the footage.
Yeah, they didn't even re-edit the footage. But the new stuff they have, and they do have some new stuff, I think what it is they're clearly so much older that I don't know if the insurance would cover them for a whole movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they can get away with, what boundaries they can push and things like that. But where the good comes in and what makes up for that is there's a special camaraderie between these guys that ever since the first one came out, which I believe is 2002, I bet you I'm right on that. The first Jackass movie.
I'll look it up.
I'm real curious to see if I'm
pretty sure you're right.
I guessed that right.
2002.
Yeah. Baby. So since the first movie, and we're now in 2026, 27, we've basically grown up with these guys.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an interesting approach that they took on this that the others don't do now. They kind of celebrate these guys as friendship, which to me makes this a fitting end at the very least. Don't Look Now, pretty good movie. I like Donald Sutherland.
This kind of breaks my heart. I love Don't Look Now.
Yeah, I know. I saw some people really love it, but I like Donald Sutherland specifically in Don't Look Now. That guy was cool as shit back then.
What did you and obviously no spoilers for this many decades old movie, but what did you think of the twist?
I don't. Remind me how it was again with the sisters.
With the girl in the red coat.
This was when I was really sick.
Okay, there's the little girl in the red coat, and then it's revealed what she really is. Because he's seeing his daughter all over. Is it Venice?
Oh, yeah. I thought that I didn't understand that correctly. You got to explain that to me after this.
Okay. I mean, it's not really a lot to explain. But I also don't know how to talk about it without spoiling it, because it's a really good twist.
Last Starfighter finally saw. It's
fine.
It's 80s sci-fi during a time where they were. But the most interesting thing to me about this is Dan O'Harely pops up. You wouldn't be able to recognize him under fucking all that caked makeup as a lizard, but when he talks, he is the old man from RoboCop. Like, I don't see him often in other things, but he has popped up in other things. I was doing research on it. He's been in Dan O'Harely. He's been around. He died in 2005, though. That was my only takeaway from Last Starfighter. It was nice to see that guy.
Okay.
True Stories. I didn't even know this movie existed.
Oh yeah, I got the Blu-ray over.
Bro, it was great. Of course, David Byrne would be a very interesting director. I thought it was really good. I had a great time with it. It was wacky.
Yeah, True Stories is great. I don't know why I don't have a little heart by it. I'm wondering why. Wait, what did I rate it? 4 stars. I don't know.
Yeah, I really liked it. And then finally did The Invite, and I fucking loved it. I loved the writing in this thing is awesome.
There's still potential, but for me, probably best movie of the year.
The fuck was the twist of Don't Look Now? I gotta talk to you about this. It's gonna bother me now, but it's definitely a top 5 of me for this year. I wonder, and I bet you it will. Could it get nominated for screenplay?
Yeah,
I think Rashida Jones wrote it.
It would be best adapted screenplay because it's technically a remake.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, I loved it. Everybody's really good in it. It's compelling. They never leave the apartment. I didn't even realize it. Like
more like when it comes to nominations, more importantly, could Olivia Wilde get a combo of best director and best actor or actress? Like that's what I'm wondering about, because I like that whole movie. I was just thinking, well, that person deserves an Oscar. And that person deserves an Oscar.
Yeah.
And that person deserves an Oscar. And that fourth person who makes up the entire cast also deserves an Oscar.
Yeah, everybody's really good, and they all have equally great moments in this. I might revisit this again, to be honest. I had a really good time with this. Let me tell you something, though. Last time we talked about this, you said something that I don't necessarily know you should have said.
What was it about the plot?
Kinda. You said it. All right, so you said it wasn't spoilers, and you had said something, and so I walked in there knowing something, and then knowing that it wasn't necessarily that it was a spoiler, it was that my experience was completely different.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't good or bad. It was just saying how interesting it was that knowing that still didn't hurt the movie. It just changed my perception of it. Huh. I'm waiting for something else to happen, because I know something else is going to happen. But regardless, the road there, everybody's so good in this. It's really good. I loved it. I thought it was great. And I don't necessarily have a list. I was thinking maybe we could look at my 99, but because I updated that with I updated 99 with.
Okay, well, let's. What do we got here? Oh, you updated your best movies about making movies list.
Yeah, I put Miasma on there.
Oh yeah, I need to. Oh, where did it rank? I wonder.
I was embarrassed to say I really love Zach and Mary Make a Porno. I really love that movie. Okay, 99's right there.
Okay.
Look at that year, man.
That is a wild year. Wow, you were not big on Election.
No, these are all the movies I love.
Oh, okay. Oh, favorite movies. Okay, I gotcha. This is going to be really embarrassing. Okay, not that embarrassing. I thought it would be worse.
You never seen Ed TV?
Nope, never seen Ed TV.
You never seen 13th Floor?
Nope.
I think you'd like that. Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, no, I'm not big on football.
But you've seen everything else, which is But that's my 99 because I think that's my second favorite year, and
that's amazing to see American Pie so far up a list.
We get, every generation of kids has one of these movies, and I think they're super important. to growing up for people. For
like
people.
A Porky's?
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. And I think Porky's might have started that. I don't know if it started that, because I don't know if you put Animal House in something like that too or not. But regardless, Porky's was very crucial for the 80s. We had American Pie, and then that kind of started a whole bunch of stuff, and then, it's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
But regardless, it started a lot of people's careers, which is interesting. We talked about Election earlier. That's a big year for Chris Klein, who is probably arguably better in Election. But yeah, I remember that movie came out. I fucking loved it. It came out. I grew up with those kids, so I see how problematic it is now. By the way, it's not that I'm not embracing any decision making in this movie to today's times at all. But I know what it was for its time. It was a big movie for me.
Interesting seeing The Matrix so far down the list.
I'm not okay, this is unpopular opinion. I'm not a fan of the first Matrix. Big fan of the sequels.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
really unpopular opinion. But you'd be surprised to find Reloaded and Revolutions are a lot higher on my 2003 list.
Well,
Do you ever see Stir of Echoes?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite horror movies, if you could call it that.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. So
Payback's one of my favorite Mel Gibson movies. 99 was just jam after jam. Dogma, Being John Malkovich.
Yeah, 99 is conceivably one probably top 5 best movie years of all time, and makes a strong case for number 1.
Yeah.
I got nothing else. I'm starving.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Again, I'll be on the Piecing It Together podcast the 27th. I'll probably talk about it again next week.
Isn't it wild how we look like we're so far away from each other during these things, but we are up against each other.
On top of each other. Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a wide angle lens for you. I just popped. That's something that popped in my head while we were recording. That's all I've got. Guys, thank you so much for watching this here program. And until next time, I think I say this for everyone, go watch a movie.
Go watch a movie.